I had a pumpkin cream cold brew yesterday, so I guess that means it's time to bring out the cable knit sweaters. What is up, guys? I'm Nisha and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you what an Ulta employee thinks about the Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty for fall 2021, and definitely talking way too much. So if that's something that you're interested to see, keep on watching. While I clean my glasses because I'm going to be reading again, I think we all just need to take a moment to say goodbye to my little blonde streaks in my hair. I love them, but they are going to be going away soon, and I am actually very sad because I do genuinely love them, but I have to make a choice. Well, actually, I don't know, they might be going away very soon depending on what my hairstylist says, because I'm getting a perm. Oh, my glasses are super streaky. Ugh. More time to keep talking about my perm. I have my hair done and I hate not having my hair done, but I get migraines from doing my hair and I don't want to fry my hair, so I'm getting a perm. I'm super sorry, Mom. My mom told me whenever I was growing up never to get two things done to my hair, and that is bangs and a perm. And look at me having both. Hopefully. So yeah, I just want to have curly hair and not have to like deal with it, like, and not have to like go through the motions of curling the hair. I know that I'm gonna have to like take care of it and such, but I won't get migraines from taking care of it, I think. So if I can still get my like roots done without messing with the perm solution, I'll keep it. But I mean, I use Madison Reed dye to dye like the rest of my hair, and that's ammonia free, so I know that that'll be okay for perm solutions. But I've been spending like 3 minutes cleaning my glasses and talking about my hair. My glasses are still streaky. I don't think you can see it though, but yay, I'm gonna pivot. And we're gonna talk about the first week of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So this video was inspired by Angelica. I'll have her video linked down below. I'll have her channel linked down below. But she went over like everything and just kind of like glazed over some things that she wasn't interested in, because she was coming at it from like as an Ulta consumer, and I guess I'm coming at it from that angle, but I guess I just want to talk about like as an Ulta employee, you know, how I feel, and having worked for the makeup community. So I'm gonna have some more in-depth opinions, and it's definitely not to make 3 videos out of the same subject. What? That would be crazy. Anyway, let's get into day one. Day one will have the Foreo. It's Swedish. Luna Mini 3 and the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. So for the Luna, I've actually been very interested in I feel like I said that wrong. I've been very interested in getting a Luna, I guess, in getting a Luna ever since Clarisonic shut down in September of 2020. And I've heard like through skinfluencers that getting like a Foreo and like just like a silicone face cleanser is better than getting like the brush face cleansers, because the brushes are more abrasive and can apply too much exfoliation, and they're harder to clean, the brushes, where with the Foreo, you know, since it's silicone, it's easy to clean and it's not like a bristle scrubbing your face, it's like just kind of vibrating, if that makes sense. But I don't feel like I can drop $80 on like an automatic facial cleanser while I still have my Clarisonic. I don't know. While my Clarisonic is still up and running, I will not be dropping the $79.50 that it is going on sale for. Normally they are $159, but if you have been wanting to try it, now's the time to buy, you know? Next thing for day one is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This was like recently reformulated. I think I was still at my store in Louisiana when it happened. Yeah, I was definitely still at my store in Louisiana when that happened, and I left that store in late 2019. And I remember when those foundations were RTV'd, that means return to the vendor. A lot of people were upset because that was like right after the new at the time found sealer line had been launched, and so a lot of people thought they were going to be replaced by that, and like not a whole lot of people liked that line at the time, so that caused some discourse. But it was brought back a few months later. It says reformulated, and the packaging is definitely the packaging is definitely different. If I ever can't say anything, I just kind of have to like stop myself and say it as if I'm a sultry news anchor, and there we go. Anyway, the line was brought back a couple months later, and I didn't hear anything negative about the reformulation, like the actual product. I did hear what I say some people, but one woman complained that you could see, instead of it having like all black, or was it all purple, I can't remember, packaging for every single color, the packaging was either see-through or the same color as the foundation, and she was upset that like, because the black packaging was sleeker, and it's like, ma'am, I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I can't run to the back and get you the old formula because they were sent away, and I'm sorry. But yeah, I've never tried the foundation, so I don't really have any opinions for or against it. It's normally $39. It's going on sale for $19.50, and I've heard that it's great for if you have like oily skin because it's very full coverage, but kind of like breathable. It doesn't feel heavy apparently because it has ingredients that I can't think of off the top of my head. I was a great employee, I promise. Should you get it and not like it, Ulta does have an excellent return policy, and so used or not, just bring it back. Next. I need to not say next and like treat this as an anti-haul, but next, day 2 is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Tinted Moisturizer, which is $19 instead of $38, and the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Kit, which is $25 from $50. So the Smashbox Halo Healthy Tinted Moisturizer, I don't think this is their first time. Like, I think they've had it in the last 21 Days of Beauty, which I find kind of weird because it was released in July of last year. So like less than a year after it released, it was on sale, but I haven't really heard anything like good or bad against it. I certainly don't use tinted moisturizers, so I don't really know what to say to it, but what I will say is that I don't think the shade range is good. And I know what everyone is gonna say. It's tinted moisturizer. It doesn't have to match like a foundation because it's just like a light wash of color over it. I can understand that. There are 12 shades, so it's not the worst thing in the world. There are some like tinted moisturizers that only come out in 5. But to me, it's not like the amount of shades, it's what you do with the range, because there are only like 3 shades for like darker skin tones. And so I just feel like at this point, with Fenty having come out in like 2018, we should know what like a good range is, if that makes sense. Fenty was really the blueprint for coming out with shade ranges. Like they came out straight out the gate with 50 shade ranges that were super fair and super dark. Like I said, I know that this isn't Fenty and I know that this isn't like a foundation, but I would implore brands to take a look at like the lightest shade of whatever complexion product you're coming out and maybe compare it to a brand like Fenty that is known for a very inclusive range, and see if this range, you know, take the lightest and darkest shades and make a range off of that. You know, it's a complexion product, so it's not always the number, it's what you do with in between. And if the darkest doesn't go that dark, it doesn't matter if there's 40 shades of orange and white, the dark doesn't go dark enough. And that's just how I feel about that. I don't think it's a very talked about tinted moisturizer, and I'm not impressed with the shade range. So if you want to try it and you're not too fair or too deep and you like tinted moisturizers, get it while you're on sale. But I am not gonna buy this like kind of on principle, but I'm also not gonna buy it because I don't use tinted moisturizers. So let's move on. The next thing on day 2 is, like I said, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Kit. So as previously mentioned, it's going to be $25 from $50. And I have to say that Estee Lauder skincare is very basic and it's very basic formula wise, but very overpriced because, you know, it has that Estee Lauder name on it. But my god, does it feel good to apply. I have never bought anything Estee Lauder with my own money. It has been given to me through gratis. and I have very much enjoyed it. I have an Estee Lauder like blush, I had a lipstick, I've had and used up a couple of skincare products. Nothing Estee Lauder has ever like pilled up on me, so maybe, oh no, do I like Estee Lauder skincare? I'm learning something about myself right now. Give me a minute. I do feel like this is a good deal for if you want to try out their night repair line, like if you want to try out an eye cream, if you want to try out just some bougie skincare and see if it does work for you. That probably wasn't worded the best it could have been. Next is day 3. So there's going to be the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo that are $19 instead of $38. Then there is the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Serum, which is going to be, I say currently, goodness, which is going to be $19.50 from $39, and the Peach and Lily Retinoic Eye Cream, which is going to be $20 from $42. So the Cover FX blushes, I have heard amazing things about these blushes. I like that there's like a matte blush and a luminous blush in each pan, and I'm tempted every single time they go on sale because I want them. But I have enough blushes. So if you want a very, very good, a very well-loved blush formula, there you go, get it while it's on sale. They have a pretty broad range of colors. It's not like, you know, 5 shades of rose for only white people. Like, they have a pretty good range of colors, I would say. And yeah, I'd say go for it, honestly. Next is, I'm just gonna combine both the Peach and Lily things into one because I have heard amazing things about this brand and the Glass Skin line. I love Korean skincare. The formulas are pretty innovative and advanced, and because skincare over there isn't seen as like a luxury like it is here, there is luxury skincare lines, but not everything related to skincare is seen as luxury over there. It's more or less seen as like hygiene, like it's the same as brushing your teeth over there. And thusly, like the glass skin trend that's been coming around in the US has been like mainstream over there for a while. So I've heard amazing things about this serum. The only reason why I'm not getting this serum is because, again, I've received a lot of skincare through Gratis, especially especially serum. Oh my god, brands love to give us their serums and their moisturizers more than anything. I may pick up that eye cream because currently I've been using the CosRX Snail Mucin eye cream, and it's alright. It's very hydrating on my under eyes, but I love a good eye cream and I want to try it. There we go, that might be my backup eye cream for whenever I'm all out of the snail one. Next is day 4. It is the MAC Cosmetics Prep and Prime Lip Primer, which is $10 instead of $20. There are select MAC matte lipsticks, like the bullet lipsticks, which are going to be $9.50 instead of $19. Notice how they say select. All right. And then the Too Faced Born This Way The Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette, which is going to be $24 instead of $48. So let me get the MAC cosmetic stuff out of the way just right now. I'm currently panning the lip primer, and it's just like a very vanilla scented lip balm. It's all right. You know, I'll always say that MAC Cosmetics, there's just better formulas out there. If you're looking for like a good intensive like lip balm, don't spend $10 on MACs. It's just all right. It is just all right. And then I definitely think that there are better lipstick formulas than MAC's, but hopefully if you really want to try some of the cult classics like Ruby Woo and Velvet Teddy, they will be on sale, but I would only suggest buying them, you know, while they're on sale. But I'm definitely not going to be picking anything up from MAC anytime soon. There's that. Next is the Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I don't support Too Faced, but I did hear great things about both this eyeshadow palette and the other, like the Teddy nude eyeshadow palettes. They do nude eyeshadow palettes really well sometimes. So this is a pretty basic palette, but it is pretty, and it is $24 instead of $48. And I think that $24 is a good price to pick up, you know, a prestige palette with 16 shades in it. But I'm kind of confused by like the marketing for this palette because they advertise this palette as having coconut water and hyaluronic acid in the eyeshadow, which I don't get because coconut is a very big irritant for like a lot of people. So having it on like the sensitive skin on your entire body doesn't make sense to me. And then the same with like hyaluronic acid, because hyaluronic acid hydrates your skin, yes, by pulling water from like the outside air around you and like kind of just pressing it into your skin. That is a very dumbed down version. Why would you want that if you have oily eyelids? If you go through all this trouble to like prime your eyeshadow and keep it like nude, that way the eyeshadow stays in place, why would you want extra water drawn to your eyelids? I don't understand Too Faced. You can't just throw these buzzwords out and expect to sell stuff. Whatever, if you want a pretty neutral palette, there you go. I don't know if I've explained it yet in this video, but I've explained it in other videos. It is extremely smoky where I am because there are a lot of fires happening in Northern California. While I live in the Bay Area, wind exists and it pushes the smoke and the debris into my lungs specifically, and so I kind of sound like I've been smoking since I was 3 years old, and I am so sorry, but there is nothing that I can do, and I have done a lot of talking today. Next is going to be for day 5. There is going to be the Lancome Mr. Big Mascara in black, brown, and waterproof that are going to be $13 instead of $26. There's going to be the Lancome Bi-Facil makeup remover, which is going to be $16 to $21 depending on the size you get, from $32 to $42. And then there's going to be the Skyn Iceland eye gels and microneedle patches. So let's go to Lancome real quick because I am so happy that they've just decided to put all the Lancome mascaras on sale together at the same time. I don't know how many times we've had this sale, and it's for the regular black Mr. Big. And people come up and they're like, the waterproof one, and it's like, that one isn't on sale because the waterproof one used to be a little bit more expensive. I think they brought the Mr. Big mascara in black and brown up from like $24 to $26 to match the waterproof mascara's selling point. Whatever, we can get into that later, I guess, but, or the waterproof mascara would be on sale and they'd bring up the regular one. It's like, that one's not on sale, or either one would be on sale and they'd bring up the brown one, which didn't go on sale ever. So they used to do the regular Mr. Big mascara in the black and pink packaging and the Bi-Facil makeup remover one day for 121 Days of Beauty for, let's say, like spring, and then the fall 21 Days of Beauty, they do the waterproof one with the Sills Booster, that like white mascara primer tube, for a whole different one. I'm so happy that they're just together now. That way, no matter what mascara you bring up, it's on sale. We used to have little like competitions up at the cash wrap of like selling mascaras, and I won a lot. And I ended up getting like a full size I got a full size of the Genifique serum one time for winning, and I was like, oh my god. I'm happy that the customer irritation to only certain mascaras being on sale at different times is going to just be completely eradicated now. But what I will say is, if you've never tried this mascara and you're wanting to, ask yourself if you've tried the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, because both mascaras have fibers in them for like lengthening and volume. And while I've experienced less shedding using the Mr. Big mascara than I would the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the shedding still happened and it can be very irritating to like a lot of people. So that's a plus. But moving on to the Bi-Facil, I've used the Bi-Facil and I don't have an issue with it. I'll actually talk about my experience like after this. I have had a coworker with sensitive eyes use the Bi-Facil eye makeup remover and love it. And I've had a coworker with sensitive eyes use the Bi-Facil eye makeup remover. I'll just call it Bi-Facil from now on. Hate it because they can't use any Lancome skincare because it's so super fragranced. Yes, including that. I personally liked the Bi-Facil, but only more than like whenever I was using the Neutrogena eye makeup remover. The Neutrogena one left my eyes like super oily, but the Bi-Facil doesn't. It just kind of makes it feel like my regular eye. I don't have to wait for like my oil balance to come back or anything. It just feels like nice and natural. But I just I just use some makeup removing oil now, so I don't need the Bi-Facil, so I won't be getting it. But if you can't use oil and you don't like the Neutrogena one and you maybe have sensitive skin, it's very difficult to say like whether or not Lancome is or isn't good for sensitive skin because of how fragranced it is, but also how like simple the formula is, that it just works for people, but it also just really doesn't for another. It's so, if you want to try it, try it. That's where I'm ending with that. Next is Skyn Iceland. So there's a rule at Ulta that Ulta employees can't buy the beauty steals until after peak business hours. One store I worked at, you couldn't buy it after 5, and then another store I worked at, you couldn't buy it until after 7. But now Ulta closes at 7, so maybe they're moving it all back to 5. This was before the Panorama and everywhere, and they closed at 9 every day except Sunday. Say all this to say, I've never been able to try the Skyn Iceland gel patches because they've always sold out. Like, a lot of people really like that. A lot of people really like that beauty steal. I think this is the first year for the microneedling patches. I at least don't remember it. I love microneedling patches. I love like putting stuff. I love trying skincare, and I've tried microneedling packages. I've tried microneedling patches from other brands. I've never tried Skyn Iceland's, but I would say that if you're interested in this, get to the store early because it's sold out everywhere every time. For me, don't want you to experience the same issue. Next is day 6, and what is on sale during day 6 are select prestige lashes that are going to be anywhere from $6 to $15 as opposed from $12 to $30. And then the Serovital human growth hormone 180 count pills that are going to be $59.50 from $119. So let's get the lashes done and over with first before I get into the HGH. But lashes, so the picture only shows House of Lashes and Glamnetic lashes, which are magnetic lashes. They might have other brands on sale, but I love House of Lashes lashes. That works. I love House of Lashes styled lashes. That doesn't sound right either. I love House of Lashes, and so I might pick up a couple more styles, especially while they're only going to be $6. They're normally $12, which is very expensive for an eyelash when compared to like Eyelure, Ardell, and I especially really like their eyelash glue. Their eyelash glue is my favorite. I love it more than Ardell. I just really like it. I'm not really wearing lashes right now, so I might pass and then just use what I have and pick up next time, but that's how I feel about lashes. But then human growth hormone. The human growth hormone goes on sale every year. They have an advanced formula and then like a regular formula. They switch again, so I've had some people would get angry that they wanted to buy the advanced, but only the non-advanced was on sale. And then they'd ask to take off, like, well, can you take off the price of what it would be for the advanced so I don't get it half off, but I still get it for like $50 less? And it's like, no, I'm sorry. But we never sell out of it unless we just happen to have not gotten it in truck in general, or if there are only like 2. But the ladies who do buy it like every single year and use it regularly, and when this sale goes on, maybe even buy it in bulk from both in-store and online, swear by them. But these are pills, and so I'm not comfortable saying, yeah, take some beauty pills. They are supplements. I keep saying pills. Pills make it sound bad. They're supplements. They're supplements for skincare, and to quote, like as it says on the box, reverse the signs of aging. I don't feel comfortable recommending supplements. If I'm going to be honest, I would say if you're not getting the results you want from skincare, change the topical treatments before like changing what's on the inside, if that makes sense, especially if you're going gung-ho straight into human growth hormone. So if you've done your own research and you've been considering trying a brand of human growth hormone anyway, I'd say try the Serovital while it's on sale. It's weird to say, yeah, go for it, you know? Now, I've talked about about Ulta's return policy kind of sparingly in this video. I'm like, yeah, just go return it if you don't like it, but let me kind of like go into it a little briefly. So as long as you check out like with your phone number or your email or just your Ulta account in general, your receipt is saved into the system for like 60 days. So you can return it as long as the product isn't like empty or almost empty. They have a very vague, some stores I should say I've worked at have a very vague, like as long as 70% of it isn't used, and then some brands as long as you bring it back within the 2 months. So whatever. If you try these and you don't see the results you feel you should have from the regularly priced $120 human growth hormone pills, I'd say after a month, go ahead and return it, because it's been a month out of the 2-month supply that I think it comes with. So it's above that 70% number. And I mean, it's a lot of money. There you go. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. It's human growth hormone, and I don't feel comfortable, I guess, saying like, yeah, do it. Next is day 7, the last day of this week. And that is going to be the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil that are going to be $12 instead of $24, and the Tula Vitamin C Drop Serum that are going to be $24 instead of $28. Now, the Tula Vitamin C Drop Serum is their first time being on. It's the first time. I'll get into that later. The Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Benefit is kind of known for their eyebrow pencils. They're kind of like a YouTube staple, kind of like the Anastasia brow products. And while we're on the Anastasia brow products, I'm actually kind of surprised that there aren't any Anastasia brow products for the 3rd time this sentence in the 21 Days of Beauty, because typically what they do is they would have the Brow Wiz in one, and then the next one, because there's 2 a year, they'd have the Brow Definer, so the one with like the point or the one with like the slant. Yeah, they'd switch between those. The Precisely My Brow Pencil, I think, is the one with the point. It's Benefit's like Brow Wiz, for lack of better like comparison. But Benefit has a very broad range of brow products. I think there's 12 shades of the Precisely My Brow Pencil, but I don't really like their range for like redheads. They tend to run really dark and cool toned, and it's just too dark and cool toned like for my liking. So that's gonna be a no for me, but this isn't like this isn't a bad, beauty steal by any means. People need eyebrow pencil, so if you want to try a Benefit eyebrow pencil, I've said eyebrow pencil way too many times, they're gonna be $12. Go get it. That's how I sell. Precisely like that. And then the last item that I'm going to be talking about this video is the Tula Vitamin C Drop Serum. So I only have a few thoughts on this because the only thing I've used from Tula is the cleanser, and vitamin C, no matter in what like form it's in, either pills on me or burns. So me personally, I'm like none too keen on trying this, but I don't have any like negative feelings. Like if you want to try a vitamin C serum, go for it. But yeah, I simply do not have anything to say. So that is everything that is going on sale starting Sunday. So this will be dropping on Friday, so 2 days from now. Go to Ulta. I think every Sunday they're also going to have a surprise steal. So check online, or if you're going in store, see what they have on like their little signage to see what the surprise steal is and see if it's something that you're interested in. I can't really report on what it is right now because it isn't out to the public yet. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stick around and see next week's video on the next 7 days of the 21 Days of Beauty. There's so many repeating words in this. Oh my goodness. Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty. With all this rambling in mind, I hope you make informed purchasing decisions and don't just give in to the hype of what you see on social media. But also buy some stuff that you like, think you'll enjoy. Have fun with your money. Do what you want. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I've done this part, but I have to go through the whole thing in order to feel complete. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.